Rivet here. Welcome back to another walk in the woods vlog. If you guys are doing good, taking good care of yourselves. Same step as last week. Not gonna complain. I am loving recording off of just the Insta360 and just having the lav mic on. It is freeing and amazing. It takes away a lot of the stress of flip-flopping and carrying a bunch of crap. Literally all I'll do is hook up the lav mic, put the receiver in my pocket, put the camera in my bag, and then when I get nearby, turn both on. Done. I get to record and have some fun. So, let's see. We can get a little bit further distance today. See how well this works. Maybe a little bit height. Get a little bit of an angle today. So, recording this Friday instead. So, it's the last nice day we're going to have. The weekend's supposed to be raining, thunderstorms on Saturday, and Sunday overcast and raining. So I decided I may as well go out and enjoy a walk in the woods while I still can, since I probably won't get the opportunity this weekend. I don't know, we'll see. I will try, obviously. I always try to get out for a walk. I only go out for about an hour and a half to 2 hours at a time. So sometimes the rain gives me a break and I can go out for a little bit. But I was able to go out every day this past week. So from last Saturday till today. Averaging, I think my average is around 10,000 and change steps a day. So definitely putting in the exercise. The heat's been better too. So it's been mid-20s to high 20s all week. So, well, barring the the cold that we had last week. I think that's the last of the low temperatures we'll have for a while. Which I didn't mind it at all. I know I have some friends that were getting sick and tired of the cold and the rain, but I personally don't mind. I kind of prefer the cool weather. I think high 20s is the end of my comfort zone, to be honest. It's warm in the apartment during the day, but nights cool down here, which is very acceptable. And I think that this extra height is causing me a little bit of grief. Or I could just try to put it up, but we'll see. It's not like it's a heavy unit. It's just that with the angle and the extra bit, that's a little cumbersome. So it looks like Canada made the news again. This time, sad note, honestly. The whole submersible Titanic thing. So I kind of was not really knowing what to say about it, to be honest. Those kind of extreme things always bother me. I think I'm kind of the mindset that I'm more than okay. I'm more than okay if it's just viewed by camera. I don't need to be there to see this shit. But I think the part that bothered me was the amount of coverage. And I don't know, my brain was just kind of going, it's like, would there be this much coverage if it wasn't wealthy people? Or is it because it was the Titanic? Was it slow with the news that they just want to have something to focus on that they could sensationalize and just not stop talking about for days on end? I know yesterday they said that they found a debris field and stuff, so. And obviously, I feel horrible that people lost their lives on doing something like this. It's not my take on this. But I think there's enough other things going on that you could focus your attentions on, other than, you know, the potential grief and misery of these people and their families. And, you know, it was just non-stop talking about what the conditions would be like. Like, I really don't think that's necessary. Again, media just loves to sensationalize every fucking minutia for a day, and I was trying to stay away from it, but it just was pervasive. Like, even on YouTube, where I limit what I see, it was slipping through the cracks because they were just wanting to get the views on that shit. And I'm sorry, but I really don't think that pain and misery and suffering is worthy of our attention. You know, I get wanting to be worried about the people. Down with that. Wanting them to be rescued, 100%. The searching going on, 100%. But the constant news feed always bothers me. I've mentioned them before, is that the first time I remember it happening was when Ronald Reagan was shot. And I was just a child when it happened. But it stuck with me. And it was nonstop again. And like the information was coming out with speculation a lot of the times, and you know, nobody really knew what was going to happen. And you know, we again hoping for the best. People that were injured, we were, you know, became household names, some of these people, but yeah, it was just the very first time I recall that kind of thing. Now I'm assuming that kind of news cycle was happening in the late 60s when the moon landing happened. I'm assuming that kind of thing was, you know, we're going to make big news. It's going to be there. But that's something I can kind of get behind, right? Because that was about, you know, the exploration and, you know, seeing something that we haven't seen before. Absolutely down for that. And mind you, if we were like doing something and going to a place of the ocean floor where, you know, we hadn't been, there was some amazing thing that was down there, you know, like we found Atlantis or we found Godzilla, you know, those kind of things. That I kind of expect to see a bunch of information about. But yeah, it just seems like they always are looking for the next big story that could be either exceptionally heartwarming or devastating. And they don't care which way it goes. They're just going to keep feeding it. So, anyway, rant over. But again, super sad that they lost their lives. And I think that the submersible that they were in was pretty sketchy. Everything I saw about it. So, I hear people. Are there people walking around down here? It is entirely likely. This is a trail in a public woods, or a public park, I should say. But my week's been pretty good. I meant, what the hell is that? Okay, that's my, okay, nothing that should make my leg feel like it's getting wet. It's my headphones and, no, the cover for this camera and my mask. There's nothing wet in either of those. My hand sanitizer is over here in this pocket, so nothing liquid. Brain's broken. Anyway, I mentioned last week that my channel had gone live. When I recorded that, the video I posted on Saturday, it only had, you know, a small amount of views. I got done recording and I was continuing my walk, and I just went on my phone just to see, it's like, you know, did they get like another 10 or 15 views? And it was hundreds. The thing ended up getting almost 1,500 views on Saturday. I was like, holy shit. So I made another one for Tuesday, and I scheduled it. And that one didn't get nearly as many. And I think the difference is that one had a bit of a catchier name, What's Inside versus, Life is a Bug. And the other part of it is that one was just around a minute. The others that had better traction were shooting between 20 and 30 seconds. So brain's thinking, make your shorts short. If you're not talking, you're not engaging, make them, 20, 25 seconds. And a catchy, stupid name. See what we can do. So I'm going to try it again. I will, I've made a couple of recordings this week. I've been walking every day, so this camera always is with me. So I was like walking around, I'm like, let's do something with this. So that's what I do. And this has been my favorite part of the trail. Getting off of the beaten path, wandering through this. I did it last week, I'm doing it this week. The other reason that I do this is just add steps. This walk between home, a little bit of shopping that I do, and the route. Words. It ranges anywhere between 11,000 and 12 and change thousand steps, and it's not taxing on my body. This part is the hardest, and I like it because it's a bit of a slope up, and it's at an angle, and there's lots of little bits and bobs for me to trip on, which I do every time. So hopefully today I can walk and talk and record a video and not fall all over the place. Fingers crossed. So I sent my old computer off to my son. He got it last week. And I sent it to him for university or college. I don't know I don't know which one is which anymore. I went to university, that's why I call it university. But hello. He applied to multiple schools, and he ended up getting into the one he wanted to. And so in September, my son is moving out, and he's going to be going to business school. So I am a very, very proud father. He graduated high school in the middle of the pandemic, and man, that had to suck. Not gonna lie, to go to school part-time and all that fear and all that unknown, all that uncertainty, and then not knowing when things would be done. He took 2 years off, and I don't blame him at all. So he did it. He applied and got into the school he wanted to. So it makes me happy. Not because I think that a college or university degree is mandatory, but I think that going to secondary school like that it's good for you. I grew a lot during that time. It's where I got my independence, a lot of my work ethic, and I think that's kind of where I became the man I am today. So, very curious to see what he's going to end up doing. Yeah, I hope he sticks with it and gets the degree he's wanting to. But I found that when I did it, I changed midstream. So, I wanted to go and become a doctor. And I ended up going into art. And I have no regrets. Sure, I haven't made tons of money, but I've lived a very full and rich life. Done a lot of fun and interesting things. I hardly ever bring any of it up. My life has been interesting. And that's good. You know, I still have some friends from 30 years ago from school that I keep in touch with. So I think that's pretty cool. Haha. Some cyclists are coming through. Hello. Hello. That was awesome. They're just coming through. They said how many there were. That's why I love living out here, man. People treat you like people, human beings here. You know, we have respect for one another. You know, I got off the trail because I didn't want to get in their way, and they're doing their thing. Ah, damn it. Tripped again. Son of a bitch. Stupid root. Got me. But, yeah. Whew. And work's been manageable this week. I've had some computer issues at work. My computer's fine. I have a work laptop that they gave me. But the program we use for working on our cases and taking phone calls, all tied together. And it works. But I keep on getting these flashing errors that I can't connect, my internet's bad. And I've worked with the IT department, and we've kind of isolated down what the issue is. That's a DNS issue. But the company, you know, it's a company laptop, and they have their own programs that they use for, you know, security and everything, and don't have an issue with it. But one of the programs has been trying to update for the past week or two. And it turns out that's the program you need for your DNS. So I'll get the IT department working on trying to force that update onto the system. So we'll see. It's not a big bother for me. It's a pain in the butt, but I'm still able to work. It just slows me down, which is the worst part. Because I go to update a case and I send an email. It says it didn't go through. And then I copy my email, put it into Notepad, log out of the case, go back into it, and usually the email was sent. So it's just weird. Trying to make sure that I'm on the right path still, because this is where it kind of gets into a bit of a gray area. Whew. I tell you, 29 degrees on this trail, good combo for working up a sweat. I got some snacks with me, a nice cold bottle of water. So as soon as I'm done here, it will be putting my gear away, pulling out my snacks, a bottle of water, finding a nice cool place to sit down, then relax for a bit, and just listen to the sounds of the forest. Whew. I think one of the things I like the most about this walk, and recording specifically, because I take off my headphones. You know, I'm focused on talking and doing that, but I also hear the forest. A lot of times when I'm walking, I tend to walk fast when I'm just out for a walk and have my headphones on, because the music, you know, it's energetic, pumps me up, makes me excited, you know. Get some good 80s alternative, some 90s hip hop. I listen to everything. So I love having my DJ sets that I've done over the years that I've recorded. And I just turned them into MP3s, so I now have a few hundred gigs of music just done in mixes. From like, I haven't labeled them other than, 1 through, I think about 58. So, I don't know if I'm going to be DJing again anytime soon either. Took a break on that too. I kind of hit a wall this winter. I was having fun with it, and then I stopped having fun with it. And I was like, you know what? I don't need this right now. Because it was taking up my Saturday evening or my Friday night. And to be 100% honest, I prefer this. So even if I'm not recording this, I'm doing this. I'm taking a walk. Because even after I'm done this recording, I'm going to go do some shopping and some wandering around and, maybe go out and look at some laptops at Best Buy, do some window shopping, get some ideas. Still haven't decided on the laptop I want yet. I had one, went on sale, went to go grab it, not available. They'd only had 2 left and somebody grabbed it while I was checking out. I'm like, dang it. But again, I think that those are, happens for a reason kind of thing. So my brain is contemplating getting a newer one with a 40 series graphics card, or I don't know. I am also intrigued by some of the AMD processors, the new 7000 series that are with the 780 video APU. Seen some of those with some interesting NVIDIA cards. So an AMD NVIDIA laptop seems like it'd be a good idea. Wouldn't mind a 4060, to be honest. I think that'd be a nice middle of the road for a laptop right now. 4050 and a pinch. But the price on some of those just skyrockets. And I have a budget in mind. If I can find something within that, or maybe $100 more, I'll probably jump on it, but not any rush. There is no rush for me. My rush is to walk. This is my rush. I'm good. But now that I'm back on the trail and I can relax, I think I'll be signing off. Again, love these walks. I know it's not for everybody. I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea. They don't want to watch a dude walking through the woods talking about random shit. I'm okay with that. I do this for me. I enjoy playing with the tech. Love these cameras. They're fun. And what it does is it gives me a few hours throughout the week to make little clips, do my little short kind of things that I put into the videos, and then just fun to edit them. I really enjoy it. It's my little thing, and all the time I've done this, and instead of going out to a club or something, or drinking or smoking, my hobby, buying this kind of gear, and it's making me walk 11,000 steps a day. I'm okay with this. I'm more than okay. Anyway, see you guys next week. Thanks again for your continued support. And any of you that have subscribed to my new channel, thank you. I will be posting new stuff there. I have some plans coming up in the next coming weeks. We will get some stuff going. I may record tomorrow. Fingers crossed that I can get down to doing where I want to go, but we'll see. Depends on the weather. Anyway, see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.